Hey everybody, it is Sunday, May 15th. We are about to begin our new leadership class for summer one through the online MBA program. And I've been looking forward to it. I'm glad it seems like the last semester kind of just ended. Actually, I have grades to turn in tomorrow morning, but excited for this new term to begin. Before we get going, I want to just kind of introduce the class a little bit and give you some announcements. You'll see that I'm a big fan of making videos rather than just typing things out. It's just a lot easier to talk in kind of this recorded way. First announcement is the book. So we are making the switch. This is the 10th edition of the Hughes, Gannett, and Curfey leadership book, Enhancing Lessons of Experience. So we're making the jump. We've been using the 9th edition for a little over a year, but really just with support and everything through McGraw-Hill, it's time. So we'll make the jump. You'll have to bear with me. Some of the videos that I've recorded with the lectures sometimes can't mess with perfection. So I'm going to use some of the videos from previous terms with this one again, and so it may look like 9th edition, but I'll make sure everything lines up. If you do have a 9th edition, you'll be okay. I'll be able to help you navigate pages and exhibits and specific things in the book to be able to refer to. So again, that's the book, McGraw-Hill Connect. If you want to do an e-textbook, that's fine. You don't need the extra packages, no extra bells and whistles. Really, just the book is what we need. Those who just did org behavior with me, we're gonna model this course very similar in a similar way to that org behavior class. So want to make it as simple as possible. I know a lot of classes, having taken some, they can be very complicated with all different things that have to be done and names. We've got 2 assignments a week, and this is one of those classes for the word people, for the writing people, for the thinking people. So if you're one of those, you're going to love it. If you tend to be more of a quantitative and I just want to solve a formula and be done, well, we're going to get you to operate outside of your preferred way of learning. So we'll have 2 assignments due each week. One's going to be due on Thursday and one's going to be due on Sunday. The Thursday assignments tend to draw more heavily from the book, and then the Sundays give us different ways to reflect. I've got some different presentations that I want to bring in and we'll connect to the book that way. I'll give you the directions. I'll keep repeating the directions for those. But the Thursday nights, Thursday textbook reflections, about 6 pages. And I'll give you a lot of prompts and a lot of opportunity to give examples. I don't think it's going to be trouble filling up your page limit requirement on those. For the Sunday reflections, though, I'm going to give you the option. So you can either write up a little short, like 3-page reflection, or if you prefer, and I encourage, you can record something similar to this, load it to YouTube, save it as an unlisted video, and then send the link back through the portal. All that stuff will be submitted through Blackboard. Something I just want to emphasize now, it usually takes about a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks to get everybody on the same page. But this class is different in that we're going to be informal in these reflections. So it's not this is not formal research papers and writing and citation. This is going to be you think about these concepts, how they apply to your world, how you've seen them at work, and then you tell them about us. So informal, first person writing style is fine. The citations, now if you do cite things from the book, you can just do it in parentheses. Here's the page number. Okay, this is where it came from in the book. If you decide to cite things from outside the book, then we do ask that you use APA style and put a reference list at the back and put the other sources on there as well. But really, for the majority of what you do, drawn from the book and personal experiences should be absolutely fine. So as I hinted, again, we've got these textbook reflections on Thursdays, Sundays are the Sunday reflections. In week 1, I'm actually going to push the due date back for that first Thursday textbook reflection all the way till next Sunday. So that'll give everybody time to get their books in and not have to be rushed trying to get things done. Also, something we learned last term or maybe the term before is that for leaving the assignments open, I've typically left them open until 5:05 a.m. Central Standard Time the morning after the assignments are due. And that has to do with people who are in different time zones. We've had students from Hawaii, been all the way back to the East Coast. And so I've left it open so that everybody has until midnight of their own time to be able to do it. But then if stuff would come in afterwards, it always had to come through me and we would spin it off to the graders. I'm going to leave it open actually for a week. I'll have the due date still at 5:05 a.m. Central Standard Time, the morning after it's due. As long as you get it in by 5:05 a.m., if you want to stay up all night and work on this, more power to you. And I'm not going to punish you. You can actually, it'll be declared on time as long as it's in before that 5:05. After that, the assignment will actually stay open for a week. So if it does come in late, it'll still go through the portal, and our instructional team will be able just to note that it came in late. Safe Assign. So all this stuff's going to run through Safe Assign just to make sure everybody's doing the right thing, which I know everybody's going to want to do. Check your own Safe Assign score. So I'll have all the assignments set up so that when you submit, you'll be able to see what your number is. And it's going to be set up that you have 3 attempts. So if you submit something, they're like, oh, I want to change something a little bit, you can go back and do that. So you have 3 of those attempts. Now, when you are doing your assignments, if you go on and repeat all the questions, you're going to repeat everything that I've already given you, just be aware that if everybody does that, it's going to look like your paper looks like someone else's paper. So just be aware. The graders will know what the questions are. So if you want to just maybe kind of reword it in your response so we know what you're answering, that may be a better way to do it. We've got a great instructional team. We've worked together for the past year and a half, as long as I've been in working with the MBA program. And they're just really good people. They're very knowledgeable. They're pros. And they are here to help you with the assignments and questions. So feel free to reach out. So when grading is done and you have any questions, we will let you know who your specific grader is. If they're general questions that need to come back, if things happen in life and we need to do extensions or have things change a little bit, let me know that. But a lot of times when it's the assignments and you're wondering about them, it's best just to reach out to your grader first. But I'm always available. YouTube. So like I said, with your reflections, YouTube is a great way to do your Sunday reflections. And I'm going to be using videos that I've already made and then also new content like this for the class. So anyways, those are some of the big ones. Again, I wanted to reemphasize that idea of the reflections. We want examples. We want to see that you've read the book and have new knowledge in your head. But really, what we want to see is that you're able to now recognize this in your workplace and with things that you've experienced in life and that you can connect those things. So again, first person, informal, reflection, that's what we're shooting for. And if you do cite things from elsewhere, be sure to reference those using APA style. So with that, I can't really think of anything else right now. I'm a big fan of posting announcements. So Sundays I will post the assignments for the coming week. I'm going to announce without a lot of fanfare on Fridays. That's the goal. Friday before the coming week. I don't want to have 2 announcements going on with, hey, you got this week's stuff still due, and then here's the stuff for next week. So, but for those of you who need the weekends to get started on things, my goal is to have those things available to you on Fridays. And then on Sunday, I'll make the big announcement that they've been revealed, and you can go in and play with that. But again, Sundays I'll send out announcements. Usually I'll post another little helpful video on Tuesday of each week, sometimes on Wednesday, and then on Thursdays I'll send out reminders again with more announcements and announcements and announcements. So again, I'm looking forward to it. This material is some of my favorite, and I hope and think that once you get and start studying it, you'll see that it's more complicated than a lot of us kind of originally imagined, but by studying it, we can advance our games a lot faster. Okay, so with that, any questions, just shoot them my way. With grading stuff, direct them to your grader, any of us on the instructional team. And I look forward to working with you. Thanks. That's it for now. Have a good night.